So I've noticed recently that I've been doing a lot of videos about movies that Warner Brothers and DC do not need to make. And honestly, I'm starting to feel bad. I know the DC films have been really easy to mock and ridicule, but I don't want people to think I'm solely singling them out. So today, let's talk about the competition. Let's talk about why the Venom movie is a bad idea. Last week it was reported that Sony Pictures wants to release a movie based on the popular Spider-Man villain, Venom. Not only that, but they already have a date, October 5th of 2018. That's mighty soon. A movie like this would have normally been announced a year or so ago, and by this point they would have at least entered production, or hell, maybe just coming out of pre-production. Also, allegedly Alex Kurtzman is attached to direct, but even if that's true, that's not a lot of people to start a movie. But I don't want to talk about the logistics of how this will work, not in regards to the production timetable, and not in how this will affect Sony's current deal with Marvel to share the Spider-Man rights. Allegedly this is separate from that, but again, I don't want to talk about that. No, what I want to talk about is why I don't think Venom should get a solo movie right now, or if at all. Now, I understand why Sony might want to make a Venom movie. He's quite possibly Spider-Man's most popular antagonist. The evil Spider-Man variant that eventually became the badass 90s Spider-Man variant when they spun him off into his own solo series. And of course, they couldn't make a comic with a ruthless villain as the protagonist, so they turned him into an anti-hero. But the problem is, the Venom that we all know, the one that will most likely headline this movie, kinda sucks on his own. Let's be completely honest here. Venom is kind of a one-note character. He doesn't have many, if any, redeeming qualities, and he doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of memorable solo adventures. There's Lethal Protector, but I don't think people remember that in a good way. In recent years, the big way Marvel has tried to reinvent Venom was to put the black symbiote costume, the actual alien creature that is the character of Venom, they tried putting that on other characters besides the original host, Eddie Brock. Hell, they've tried to make Eddie Brock more interesting by putting other symbiotes on him, and nothing seems to stick. They put it on Mac Gorgon for a while, but that didn't really change a whole lot besides a few aesthetic things here and there, and the novelty that now the Scorpion is the host of the Venom symbiote. There was that time when Flash Thompson was the Venom host, and honestly, okay, this was awesome. Circle of Four is seriously one of the best comics I've ever read. But there are a lot of other problems with this. First of all, Flash Thompson was only really good as Venom when Rick Remender was writing him. Everyone else just didn't seem to know what to do with the character. Second, this is the Venom everybody remembers. Big, hulking, monstrous, long tongue with the teeth. Not a skinny SWAT team guy. If mainstream audiences thought that Topher Grace was too skinny to play the character, how are they going to feel when a skinny guy with guns is playing the character? Lastly, the fact that it's Flash Thompson means that this is going to be heavily integrated into the Spider-Man canon, more so than if it was just Eddie Brock. And from all reports, this is going to be a completely solo adventure. No Spidey, no Peter Parker at all. Ignoring the Marvel deal for a second, even if Sony had all the rights to Spider-Man, Venom doesn't work without Spider-Man. Again, he's best as a villain to Spider-Man, but not only that, Spider-Man is way too important to Venom's origin and overall story to just ignore. One of my big concerns with the Supergirl TV show was how they were going to handle Superman. Superman is way too important to Kara Zor-El's backstory to just leave out. Brief mentions and cameos in the shadows were fine at first, but at some point, that's not going to cut it anymore. He has to be on screen. Luckily, they were able to work him in season 2, and unless they can do something similar with Spider-Man for Venom, I just don't think it's gonna work. So, yeah, I don't think Sony should make this movie. If anything, they should wait until the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming and maybe make him the villain in that. Or maybe he's actually in Homecoming and the Vulture is just a red herring. Oh no, wait, what if Spider-Man gets the black suit in Infinity Wars? Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would set up the sequel so perfectly. Anyway, let me know down below or anywhere on the internet what you think of a Venom solo movie. Do you think this is a good idea, or do you think they should just wait and save him for the next Spider-Man film? Of course, new videos every Tuesday and Wednesday, and don't forget Wednesday night at 9, Wulff Den Live. Come watch us live right here on YouTube. You can even chat with us if you want to. If you don't worry about it. You can catch it again on Thursday, the archived version on Thursday, on YouTube, and in audio format on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play. And as always, like if you like, subscribe if you really like, share this video with a friend. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.